Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jody. You're watching Easy Clashing. I am a leader, or the leader, I guess I should say, of the LOB fan club, the Legion of Boom fan club. I am going to be walking you through some very important topics today involving engineering, and it is an important subject. Let me tell you, it's a subject that has a lot of controversy around it. I'm going to show you a really good attack on their number two by our number two. Is for 3 stars. Now this guy has a huge troop combo. You can see all those max troops in there, and it's a really good troop combo. But let me tell you, when you have all these max troops, it adds so much war weight to your clan, and a lot of times it's more important to have your war weight dumped in weapons than all these max troops, because the combination of all the max troops and the max spells and a bunch of the offense put together, all combined, actually weighs around 35 to 40,000, we'll call the numbers pounds. The war weight numbers is 40,000, or around 40,000, for all completely maxed Town Hall 11 troops. So instead of maxing a lot of your troops at the max Town Hall 11 level, it's smarter to dump some of your weight into weapons instead of those troops sometimes. Now, it is good to have some players up top, maybe 4 or 5 players with all those max troops, or just say maybe the guys that actually have max heroes can start maxing all of their troops. But I really think that it's actually a better idea to, instead of maxing all your troops right away, max maybe one ground attack and then max a air attack combo too. And then after you've got an air attack combo maxed and a ground attack combo maxed, then you can start working on your heroes. And then as soon as your heroes and Warden and King and Queen and all of those heroes are maxed, then you can start maxing all of your troops. But honestly, I still would suggest just being a professional at 2 troop combos, and then having other people in your clan have the other combos, just so you're not creating all that weight to get yourself a harder war match when you actually do purchase all of that weight, or unlock all of those troops and unlock all of those levels. Just creates a massive amount of war weight for you, because you can save, if you can save 10,000 pounds of troop levels and not unlock those troop levels, then you can actually spend that extra poundage on a weapon instead. So if you save 10,000 pounds on a troop combo, then you can dump it into a eagle, which weighs 10,000 pounds at its max level. So I'm going to take you to a scale, and then we'll come back and I'll show you another example of an attack that is actually a cheaper way to do things. Okay guys, so this is where you need to come. It's a website called allclash.com. They have everything you need to know that pertains to war weight, and it's right here. If you click on this upgrade priority info box, I'll show you exactly what we're looking at for war weight. So they have a lot of red lettering that you can click on, and it'll show you specifics on war weights. I'm not going to bore you too much with this. I just want to give you some of the basics. So in my mind, the mortar is what I would call a fatty weapon. So you're adding weight, but it's fat. It's not muscle weight. You in purchasing the mortar, you're automatically adding 450 pounds to your war weight, which is just out of this world. It's crazy. Now with the Wiz Tower, you're doing the same thing. You're adding 450 right off the bat, and then at the Wiz Tower's max, it's 2,892 war weight. Sorry, the screen keeps on changing on me here. You're gonna have to bear with me, but this is really important stuff, guys, because anytime you can save war weight on one thing, you wanna be able to dump it into something that's gonna be more effective in winning wars for you. So all these other weapons I would consider effective besides the mortar, because the Archer Tower, the Wiz Tower, and the Teslas all shoot both air and ground. The Wiz Tower is super heavy, but it is super effective because it takes out all of those main troop combos that are going to be used to 3-star you, such as the Bowler attack, the Valkyrie attack, the Lunian attack, all that kind of stuff. The air defense, it is a super light weight, so don't worry about maxing that. Even though it only shoots air, it's light enough to not have to worry about it. The cannon only shoots ground, but it is super powerful and it's worth its weight in war. And then the Tesla obviously shoots both air and ground. It doesn't have the range that most of the weapons do, but it is still super effective. And another thing I want to say about the mortar is just the fact that it misses so often. It on the hog attack, it only hits the hogs half the time because they've left the area that it's bombing most of the time. So moving on to these weapons, all of these weapons I would say are not worth their weight in war. They're just so incredibly heavy. The Eagle weighs 10,000 pounds. This is just crazy weight. You could spend that weight so much more effectively on maxing other units. The only time I'd say maybe get the level 1 Eagle when you have everything else maxed. As far as weapons go, the only weapon that I would say get for sure is that sweeper. That sweeper is a game changer in all areas of the air attack, and its weight is so stinking light. It's only 107 pounds, so definitely worth getting the air sweeper. The traps, definitely get all the traps. They're worth their weight in war. But the troops is where you are saving huge. And I didn't realize this until a little while ago. These troops, a lot of the troops weigh so much if you max them. It's just incredible how much weight you can save. Not so much this category of troops. If you want to max some of these, you can, but ideally, you only want to max the troop combo that you're going to use in war and use that same combo to farm. You can figure it out. You're smart enough. I think that the most successful clan coming up in the game is going to be the one that engineers one troop combo and sticks with it, and then another player in the clan engineers another troop combo and sticks with it. I'll talk more on that a little bit later, but right now while we're looking at this super boring screen, I'm just going to talk about the balloons being the most effective weapon to upgrade. You can see that their war weight is really, really low, and they are a super effective troop. So I would upgrade those balloons and minions in along with it because their weight is really low and that troop combo is just super effective. So all of these troops, I would say, are not worth their weight in war. The dragon attack is a super common engineered base attack, and they are not that heavy, so that is not a bad one to do actually. The dragon, plus it's nice to have balloons to go along with your dragons. The solo dragon attack is not that effective even at their max level. So all of these troops, I would say, are, especially the witch. She weighs 3,000 pounds. Instead of getting the witch, I would definitely max some of your weapons instead of getting the witch. But yeah, get the balloons and get the minions for sure. And I'm going to take you to another clan who has huge success in upgrading this way. Okay, guys, this is the clan that I'm talking about, and you can see their success in this style of upgrading. They have 224 games won in a row, or wars won in a row, and that is just ridiculous how they can do that. That's not luck, that is pure strategy upgrading weapons. And I want to show you their very bottom guy here, at least in trophies. He has maxed minions, and then he also has the lava to go along with them, and all these other troops and spells that he has not purchased is just saving them enormous war weight. So instead of purchasing all those unnecessary troops, you're only going to use one troop in war most of the time anyways, because it's your favorite, you're good at it, whatever. So this guy has perfected that attack, and I'm sure that he can take down any max Town Hall 9 with that, and even some max Town Hall 10s. So that is a super effective combo, and then instead of dumping all your weight into all these other troops, you can dump your weight into weapons, and it is good to have defense to go along with your offense. Believe me, that's why a lot of these so-called engineered clans lose wars still, because all these war weight pounds into their troops. So a lot of these players just don't buy a lot of these heavyweight troops and spells. Now, heroes, I would suggest that you always get your heroes. They're worth their weight in. A lot of their players don't have all of their heroes, but they are worth their weight in, probably just because they haven't been able to be active enough to get it or upgrade it yet. So the combination of all the troops should be amongst all of your players, not amongst one player. So talk amongst yourselves, like, and say, okay, I'm going to max the Valkyrie. So any base that is a Valkyrie friendly base will be attacked by that specific person or those few specific person in your clan, and you'll just be able to communicate with each other like this is a base that Filthy McNasty here is going to attack because he has good lava loon, you know, and then you find another base and you say, well, this is a good attack for George Michael because he has a good Valkyrie attack and stuff like that. So it's really easy to work through, and it's just extra strategy, guys. So it's not that hard. So I'm going to take you to another attack that our clan just did and show you kind of just what it looks like to be engineered and still be able to attack their top guy. So I'm going to replay this one here. So this is a really good 2-star done by what could be a engineered attack. So he has one big dragon here. This guy isn't actually engineered, but the dragon and balloon attack, if you were just to max the dragon and balloons with lightning spell and rage, you're looking at a war weight of only like 5,000 of the 30,000 that you're using. So in saving, or sorry, in only maxing those troops, you're saving yourself 25,000 pounds. That 25,000 pounds you could be dumping into a Eagle, 2 Infernos, max Wizard Tower. So that's just huge numbers that you're saving and dumping into more priority things. So I hope you guys have learned something from this, and I hope it helps you out. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to have more stuff on engineering as we go along through this process of creating this channel. Not a whole lot of YouTube channels speak on engineering, and it's not because engineering is going to go away. It's not going to go away. Supercell definitely allows this. Some of this, the extreme engineered bases might get penalized. One weapon bases might get penalized, I hear, in the upcoming future. But if you're upgrading 0.5 and if you're engineering your troops instead of your weapons, you're not going to get penalized for engineering your troops or not buying certain troops or not upgrading certain troops. So that is the right way to engineer, and that is where you're really going to gain an advantage over your opponent, is when you can start engineering or working together as a clan to engineer your troops together instead of engineering your weapons and doing that one weapon base type of engineering. All right, guys, this has been fun. God bless you.